Rosenborg provided the result that launched 1,000 headlines. We're out and about with 3 of their African stars making their names in Norway.
Didier Ya Konan,
Abdou, Razack, Traore.
Yssouf, Kone, footballer à Rosenborg Ballklub.
We start in Norway with the team who outmaneuvered Mourinho.
Yssouf, Kone, footballer à Rosenborg Ballklub. We will beat Chelsea tomorrow.
Didier Ya Konan, Ivoirien à Rosenborg Ballklub.
Abdou, Razack, Traore. Footballer à Rosenborg Ballklub.
Life's rarely dull at Rosenborg these days. Their African contingent makes sure of that. And they were a key part of the team that pulled off the shock result on matchday 1. They led for half an hour in a spirited draw at Chelsea. It proved Jose Mourinho's last game.
I wouldn't say it's because of us, really. Though his last game was against us and he couldn't beat us. I'm sorry for him, but that's football.
Some people might say that Rosenborg did that to Chelsea, and why not? It's good for us. The little team of Rosenborg pushed out the great Jose Mourinho.
It was really fantastic. It was the first time I've played against a big club in a big country like England. And to play in such a big competition too. It was really a dream that came true.
In just 9 months, Konan's already become the Norwegian Footballer of the Year. 25-year-old Kone might be a similarly quick learner.
I knew about Norway, of course, but I had no idea about Norwegian football. No idea. But once I came, I learnt about it, and I've managed to settle in well, despite the cold, and now all is well.
It's really very different to home. And the life here, we've had to adapt. But I don't think that process has been difficult, because Yssouf Kone was already here. We listen to music, we chat, we tease each other, we talk about Africa. It's great.
This is African shop.
We're together nearly all the time. We go out together, we train together, we eat together, we celebrate together, and it's great.
C'est très bon. Salut, comment tu vas? I'm very happy.
And with good reason. Between them, the 3 Africans scored 10 goals in 2 one-sided qualifying rounds. And buoyed by that great result at Stamford Bridge, life's never been sweeter.
It's a dream. It's the dream of every young African to play in the Champions League. I think it's probably the most prestigious competition that exists in the football world. And it was with immense pride that we secured our qualification for the group stages.
The Champions League is where the big players meet. So when you play there yourself, you have to consider yourself a big player. You have to give everything. You can't have any regrets.
We're really happy, because to come from Africa and today find ourselves facing big teams like Chelsea and Valencia, it's all getting rather interesting, and we're really happy about it.
Perhaps the only danger now for a team that's dominated its domestic league for decades is complacency. But it seems coach Kone has already dealt with that.
We have to forget the game against Chelsea. That's over now. The next game is against Schalke at home. Then we have another home game against Valencia. These will be difficult games, especially as Schalke lost against Valencia in Germany. So they're going to come here meaning business. Why shouldn't we spring an upset? We'll fight to the last, and we just need to give all we can and hope that we win in the end.
The 3 of us have decided to try and carve our names into the history of Rosenborg. We've decided to try and have a great campaign in this Champions League.
I think we're going to pull off a surprise in this competition. I really think so.
I think it's really to our advantage to be an outsider, and we're going to create a surprise in this competition.
That Rosenborg defeat, the end of an era then for Chelsea. Since then, both coach and club have been keen to reiterate the circumstances of Mourinho's departure.
I was not sacked, and I didn't close the door. Okay, if I want to close the door, I would do it before, when I had in the end of seasons always good options to leave for good clubs. So it's fair to say that we found the correct word for the statement. Mutual agreement, I think, is the correct English for what happened.